people's desperate wishes, so everybody came out. But unfortunately, instead of saying to the people, we are very sorry, corruption is inborn in India, and we will do everything within our means to control this corruption, and we will support Anna Hazare. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's government on all kinds of dirty tricks. They beat up innocent people in Ramlila ground, and so on and so forth. And some of the Congress people, so the question about corruption. Anna Hazare is not a corrupt man. Anyone who calls him a corrupt is ignorant. Stop.
Yeah.
The question of how do we get rid of corruption in India, you see, अगर राजा ही चोर हो तो जनता तो होगी. Because we have small corruption, like you say, we have forgotten our way. We call ourselves Hindus, Sikhs, Muslims, or whatever.
Next call.
Okay, can we have the call after the break, please? Okay, that will be better. Okay, Ashish, Dr. Kumar has been saying some interesting things about, what do you think of those comments?
No, I think Dr. Kumar clearly said the government actually didn't took this as a serious matter till Anna brought it to the public, till he got involved, till the government actually saw that the whole country, at least in the big cities around India, the people were for it, people were sick and tired, and there was one ray of hope. With this law, there is something can be done. It's only then, when under the huge pressure of Anna Hazare being in Delhi, then only government actually woken up and realized that they have to really take it in the matter and do something about it. And we hope that come monsoons winter session, there will be some progress in that.
Some progress is made in that. But you know, Sajid, don't you believe that Commonwealth Games, the corruption was so blatant, and then afterwards on G2, the Raja and what this, and all this thing was brought into light by Comptroller and Auditor General's report. Now that is a government body which brought to light all these things. And when the people saw all these things, and government in the beginning was reluctant to punish these people, and then they woken up and they started putting these people behind the bars. But still, there is no case against them. Still, they have not been punished. And will they ever be punished? Have you seen any Indian ministers or MP in the last 60 years who have put behind the bars, has been by judicial process punished? And if that is the thing, then don't you think it is right, this anger which is among the young people of India, the future of India? These people feel very frustrated because they see the heaven is coming before them. Maybe in another 20 years' time, India will become one of the third powerful economy in the world. But for the corruption, but for lack of governance in the country. And as Ashish said, that democracy does not mean elections every 5 years. And because the election commission in this country, when it became really powerful, then only democratically elections became viable in the country. Before that, in Haryana, in Bihar, anybody used to give money, Pahalwans, wrestlers used to come and take away all the booths. It is only with the electronics machines which came up, then there is a less corruption in elections. And that's why we have in Tamil Nadu new government, we have in West Bengal new government, and who knows tomorrow, next year when UP Mayawati is got rid of by the people, and in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, when the Congress government goes to power, goes to the people, at that time,
it may be
possible.
I think you misunderstand. There is the fact that there is corruption in India is not denied by anybody. The Commonwealth Games and the 2G, as you gave an example, and there are hundreds of other examples, starting from Bofors, and let's even go before that when there was the agriculture procurement policy for years and years. So, corruption has been there from day one in India, so no one's denying that. It is the way you deal with it is what I am concerned about. I genuinely believe government is very serious business, and you cannot make laws of the country on the streets of the country. You know, I have quoted this to you previously in another context, but I'll say it. If you read Julius Caesar, the mob goes and catches hold of a man and said, "What's your name?" And he says, "My name is Cinna."
Yeah.
And he says, "I'm Cinna so are you Cinna the conspirator?" He said, "I'm Cinna the poet." He said, "Then kill him for his name's sake." I'm afraid...
That is Julius Caesar you're
Yes,
talking about.
I said Caesar. But the thing about that is that we are repeating that in this country. There is no lack of good laws in that country. And I can assure you, even with the passing of any version of the Lokpal bill, that is not going to change. It is when the will to implement these things becomes stronger, and that has to be at every level amongst us. The day I want to stop giving a bribe, the day I want to start declaring all my income, the day the film stars who was standing by Anna Hazare, who never paid their taxes, asking for things, when they get into this, that is the day things will change.
Yeah. Okay, Ashish, the last one word I want from you. Don't you think that, I think in one of your seminars you had put that the people who give bribe, they are as much, and the people who take bribe. So do you still believe that?
No, I think the both are equally, yeah, it's an equal offense for both sides. But at the same time, you have to look at the human part of it. I've heard stories that a personal friend of mine, his daughter was born 3 years ago in India, he lives here, and they wouldn't release her birth certificate till he pays. Now he can go spend his years running after them.
Oh, gosh.
But her birth certificate will not come out of the government hospital till he pays someone. Now of course he's punishable, that's the wrong thing he's doing, but what is he supposed to do then?
He has to pay.
Yeah. If he can't get birth certificate, nothing can done from there. And the same happens till the death. So we have to look into the whole context of what happened. But at the same time,
Okay.
we have to put deterrents around that people should think twice before they actually do this thing.
Okay, we will be going to the break for a minute or two. We'll come back. We are having a hot discussion and interesting discussion in the sense that what we are giving to you, to the people of India and the people, Indian people in this country is that how are we going to tackle the problem together with the economic growth? So don't leave us. Come back within a minute or two. Thanks very much. Bye. As you have seen yourself, is a non-violent movement. Not even one person has been killed or injured. But last week, as you must have heard and seen on TV screens, there were bomb blasts in the High Court of India in Delhi. And Delhi High Court bomb blast in which more than 13 people died and 75 people were killed. And these bomb blasts brought Delhi to standstill. The government said last year in the month of May 2011 was a blast, and in that blast they recommended that there should be CCTV all over High Court. Now those CCTVs should have been there, but according to the Home Minister, they were lying with the PWD